The travails of the embattled former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Godwin Emefiele, continues to mount. In an affidavit filed at the FCT High Court, Emefiele's attorney, Abdul Karim Labi Lawal, had sought the release of his client's passport to enable him travel out of the country for medical treatment. But a counter-affidavit from prosecution counsel, Mohammed Abbas, says there's no medical report to suggest that Emefiele's ailment could not be handled in Nigeria. The EFCC's objection to the trip is on the suspicion that the accused could be tempted to jump bail. Well, we are reminded here that what we don't know does not hurt, but it is what we suspect that causes all the trouble, Emeka.
Well, and I even align with that, you know, what is the EFCC suspecting? With due respect to the Honorable Court, I think Emefiele has been on bail before. He was on bail, and he didn't disappear into thin air now. When he was needed, they found him, you know, and rearranged him. So when you now say the ailment can be treated in Nigeria, the man has told you that he knows where he can be treated. So you cannot now purport to be his medical doctor to say, no, he will jump bail. If he didn't jump bail in the first, he has shorties now. And if the law, if the offenses for which he's been tried, are available, then it will amount to injustice.
Emeka, if you remember Caesar's wife, yes. Above suspicion.
Above suspicion, yes.
So
no, I believe, yes, in this case, at least, this suspect has been on bail before.
And didn't jump it?
Yeah, he didn't jump it. He fulfilled the terms of his bail. The fact that he was on bail in Nigeria, he could have disappeared. Yes, he could have disappeared into thin air. He's a man of means who could, arrange such things. But, he has been of good behavior. So let it not look as if there is a deliberate attempt, to deny him of his rights. Yeah. Somebody on trial, because the law says he's innocent until proven guilty. So let the court decide, the outcome of the different cases,
he's facing.
Preferred against him. But he should not also be denied medical treatment. He should, he should be allowed to go on medical vacation.
But criminologists will remind you that when you eliminate the impossible, whatever is left, however improbable, must be the truth.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm very sure EFCC is looking at the circumstances, how he was arrested, because when he was, when he was suspended, and the next thing he wanted to leave Nigeria.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, you understand? So I think that is where the EFCC is looking at, okay, fine, if this man had left that time, we won't even have the opportunity for us to even, put him in the dock in the first place. You understand? So they are looking at all that. And like they say, the court is not a bazaar. You can't just take something there and then they will give you. You must prove why, okay, you are in court. And the other person will also say, okay, fine, you are in the court, but I don't want you to go. So the EFCC has every right to say, yes, we know that, okay, I want to agree with you that he has been of good behavior. To you, he has been of good behavior. To me, he might not be of good behavior. You understand? So it's left for his lawyer to now prove that, okay, he has a particular sickness or ailment that cannot be treated in Nigeria, and he has to fly. Politicians used to tell us...
But that counter-affidavit is plausible. Let him tell us the ailment.
Exactly. And then from there, it is the court that will decide anyway. It is not me on this table.
Yeah, that's what I said. With respect to the honorable court.
So it's the court that will decide.
What you see, honestly, justice, to one is justice to all. If former state governors
to one is an injustice to all.
If former state governors were granted bail, right?
He's not a former governor. He's
a former governor.
No, he's a governor of the Central Bank.
He was not elected.
No problem. No problem.
Asukwa don't go to court over this.
Okay. Former heads of agencies, former heads of subnationals, state governors and all of that, are granted bail. You know, former ministers and all of that granted bail, you know, to go for medical reasons. I mean, why? I don't know, but twisting, turning it the other way.
A bit of logic here. But these governors you are talking about did not face the same charges as a man.
No, okay. Well, the
circumstances are different.
Well, you see, one, at least he's not standing trial for murder. Murder is one offense that, you know, granting bail can be not bailable. Yes, can be a tough one.
Yeah,
not standing trial for murder. So, as it can be granted bail according to the laws of Nigeria, yes, based on the offenses.
Okay.
So, even if you think he will run away, are you saying that the security agencies, Interpol and others, lack the ability to get him back to the country? You know, these are, you know, the world has, you know, the world has changed, you know, a lot.
You mean a 21st century world?
Yeah, and law enforcement globally these days is much more better than in those days. But again, if you look at, you know, the history of EFCC trials and all of that, you know, these things are not easy to, you know, to conclude. Although along the line, some seizures have been made from him, you know, and the houses didn't disappear into thin air.
His seizures were authorized by court.
By the court, yes. So I believe that the Honorable Court, you know, will look at it, you know, will look at the bail application and take a decision that will be in the interest of the
all parties,
of the accused, the accuser, and all Nigerians.
Otherwise, we are watching.
Yeah, we are.
Asuko, Nigerians are watching.
Yes, Nigerians are watching. But I am very...
And waiting.
No, I'm watching and waiting. I know that Emeka is saying something about the governors who also sometimes get this...
elected governors.
Yes, elected governors. Yes, now. And then they go.
He's saying what is sauce for the goose?
It's sauce for the Uganda.
Yes,
not for Uganda, but for Ghana.
Yes, those governors. let me play devil's advocate here. Those governors, when they are seeking this, you know, medical application, you know, for them to travel abroad, maybe their lawyers would have, you know, put medical reports that, when you see it, even when the judge sees it, the judge will be forced to say,
is indeed the devil.
You understand?
As an advocate.
Yeah,
go on.
You understand? The judge will be. I don't want to. Even the president of the Senate, when he had, although he never went to court, but he was somewhere. You know, he actually told his lawyer, "I'm going for medical. You know, grant me medical. You know, leave for me to go abroad," and he actually included the medical reports along
we definitely Emefiele would have included.
So for this,
and he's back.
For this, and he's
the
back.
President of Senate has been around.
Yes. So for this one, he did not include it. That is why the EFCC is saying that he did not include it. So his lawyer was supposed to have said, okay, maybe he has tetanus that cannot be treated in Nigeria, or he has tuberculosis that cannot be treated in Nigeria, or whatever.
Like the medical, you are not a doctor, please.
Anything, any ailment that he has that cannot be treated in Nigeria is left for his lawyers to now go to the judge and say, okay, fine, you have gone through the whole clinics or hospital in Nigeria.
Yeah, but let's look at
be treated. Oh, he has a special hospital that
Emeka created a window for us. Let's look at that window again. EFCC had been known not to properly handle cases like this in the past. And so if the EFCC is frowning, it will raise the national adrenaline, or don't you think?
But no, at least it takes one day for things to change.
Oh, really?
Yes. So if the EFCC wants to be born again, let me use that word, today, we should give them that benefit of doubt. We should support them. If they are saying, okay, fine,
even
for this man.
Even where there is no doubt.
I don't. The case is in court. There's no doubt. I don't want to doubt them. Because it's the EFCC that is now saying, no, we don't want this man to leave because even his lawyers did not tell us the medical condition that he has that he wants to do. So let's wait for them to now come back and then maybe bring a medical report. And if the judge is satisfied with that medical report, the judge can say, okay, he can go and give him his passport. He travels out. Well, the day that we will need him back in court, I hope he will come back.
So the shorties are there. That's why you need shorties. The shorties are there. So you cannot...
You know what happens when it comes to shorties? At the end of the day, the shorties will say, it will start giving...
No, you know, we have not crossed that bridge. When we get to that bridge, we know how to cross it. We cannot second guess, you know, what the shorties... But, you know, definitely... I don't believe where does he have to run to? I don't think. You know, we do respect.
No, he said he's going to UK. He said
yes.
So we want him to bring the medical report. I think by the time they come, maybe I think on the 16th, he should be able to produce the medical report. If the judge is satisfied with it, why not?
No, but for me, justice for one should be the same justice for all. Obviously. If you are granted the same medical leave to some suspects to accuse standing trial, I think.
But you know, it's a different judge. You can't say that.
No, it's justice. You know, justice is applicable to all. You know, and yes, and I hope the honourable court will reach a decision that will be in the interest of all sides to the matter.
All right, not more to add. Safe to say that in my country, your country, gentlemen, where we are too fastidious, not too easy to please. When you conduct a thing like this, it must be foolproof, Emeka.
Yes, of course.
You know,
of course.
So you don't hear things like, now only him. No. What about this? No. What about the other fellow?
They you know he's on trial now because there are cases he has to prove. But nobody is saying that he has been pronounced guilty.
No.
That is why he's on trial. So if it comes to not only him, then of course the question would arise that, you know, the courts has to be allowed. The courts have to be allowed to
do his job.
To do their job. Yes, you know. So we should not. I don't believe it's necessary to read any. You know, anything into it. It's a clear case of trial. He has his own defense attorneys, and it's up to them to do a good job of, you know, defending him.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Let the debate continue in your part of town.